After producing over 60 films about Norway, I want to share with you some of the most remarkable moments and experiences that Gunnar, Rachel, Nate and I have enjoyed as we traveled through this wonderful country. Times of quiet and solitude, observing nature, historic, maybe iconic places, breathtaking vistas, Viking artifacts, waking up to some extraordinary scenery, unbelievable mountaintop viewpoints, drone's eye views, train rides, powerful nature. And as I fly out after each trip, always feeling as though I've had a front row seat in the most spectacular show on earth. So come with us and enjoy Gems of Norway. In 2017, I flew from London to Oslo, caught a train to Bergen, and then an express boat to Molde. The trip from Oslo about 1,000 kilometers. Then I was met by Gunnar on a rainy day, and we began another adventure. Our destination this time is the delightful town of Kalvag on the island of Freyja, that we needed a ferry, a tunnel, and a few bridges to reach. In one of the most western parts of Norway, this former fishing village, sheltered from the wild North Sea, has become an intriguing, off-the-beaten-track destination that has become popular with both Norwegians and tourists. It has a large deer population, the largest in Norway. Soon Kalvag is in sight, and the hotel in which we stayed tonight, the Knut Holmen, was the winner of Best Adventure and Activities Historic Hotel in 2016 at the Historic Hotel of Europe Awards. Created by buying the homes of former fishermen that are used for accommodation, and a larger building that is used as a reception and restaurant. It's an amazing place, excellent in every respect, at a comparatively reasonable price. Gunnar promised me a history lesson all about it. The name Kalvag comes from Kala, which means to make cold or to freeze, and the Old Norse Vagr, meaning bay. In other words, a bay which freezes, something that still happens in the winter here sometimes. At midnight we drove over to our room, right on the harbour, and enjoyed a hot chocolate and a chat overlooking the village. Gunnar never ceases to amaze me in the places he finds for us to visit. Next morning we awoke to a peaceful fishing village in a bay on the leeward side of this small island, with many other islands to the east. It's past well preserved in its buildings, though the hotel has built new ones and converted many sea houses into hotel rooms. In the 1860s, said to be the largest fishing village along the coast of Norway, with a population of 11,000 during the peak fishing season. The village sprung up along the shore of the bay and had a salting plant, guest house, shops and homes. The Bedehuset, or prayer house, reminding us not only of the Christian faith of the people, but also the dangers the fishermen had to face on a daily basis. A beautiful natural harbor, fishing was the staple in times past, before overfishing and pollution hit hard. But still the old wharfside warehouses and boathouses dot the shoreline. The pulleys used to hoist fish off the boats, still visible. It's time for a Norwegian breakfast. The reception and restaurant right in the middle of the harbor. Breakfast here is a real treat. Freshly baked bread, salmon and other treats. Cheese, yogurt and cereals. Cold cuts and salads, and even antiques to remind us of bygone days. So this has been an excellent breakfast in an excellent location. As you can see, we cleared up, all the while enjoying the view. The Knut Holmen is an excellent hotel and certainly has a maritime feel to it. Beautiful historic decor in keeping with its past. This is actually a mooring ring unmoved in centuries, and old photos show us how it looked in times past. Many maritime artifacts, even an old whaling harpoon gun. And upstairs, the pulley mechanism is still intact. Outside in the distance, our room, just a short walk away. I was most impressed by the business ethic of the hotel. They clearly put serving their clientele above profits. Everything was of highest standard, and I can't see anybody being disappointed after staying here. I, for one, am planning another visit. Strangely, the Prelistova, which means spanking house, is not a spanking house. The term had other meanings, and apparently this was just the security house on the steamship quay. We then met a delightful family with beautiful 10-month twins and had a chat. Looking back, I'm amazed that we only spent about 15 hours here. It was certainly a highlight of the trip, not really off the beaten track, as in raw nature, but like it was off the modern track, so to speak. It gave us a glimpse into bygone days, and as Gunnar and I chatted about it, we both agreed this is a great place to visit, and thoroughly deserved its title as Best Historic Hotel. Our final hour was just soaking in the atmosphere, imagining what this must have been like 100 years ago. No doubt a hive of activity, as fishing boats returned with their catches, and boats from other places came in to sell their fish. Even today, however, the sea still yields a harvest. Perhaps not as great as in times past, but still giving the visitor a taste of the sea. Look out for more memorable moments in Norway.